Good evening, everyone. Let's go ahead and just jump right into this. I have bought some flounder, wild caught flounder, skinless fillets at Walmart, and these were great. There's about 10 in the package if you're interested. I think the cost might have been around $9 to $10. And I'm going to start out with my cast iron skillet. This is just a 10-inch cast iron skillet. And I thought I would try to fry these in some olive oil. And I did, and we'll see how this goes. I like to use flour and cornmeal for my batter. And I used more cornmeal than flour. So I added about 1.5 cup of cornmeal and about 3/4 cup of flour to the bowl. And then just to give this a really nice flavor, we are going to add some Tony Chachere's Cajun seasoning, and this has no salt in it. This is just a guesstimation, but I believe you would want to add at least a teaspoon, if not a teaspoon and a half, of this Cajun seasoning. If you're following along, we are going to add some seasoned salt. And I am guessing that I added anywhere from a half a teaspoon to maybe 1/3 of a teaspoon. Let's go ahead and blend this together. And once your oil is heated up, and I did have my oil on high to get it to that point where I could fry, because you want that oil hot before you put your fish in. Go ahead and just batter your fish on both sides with this mixture and just place it in the skillet. It really is that simple, but you do want to make sure that oil is hot enough before you put your fish in there. And you will want to fry this on about a medium heat. It does not take long at all to fry these fillets because they're very thin, so about 3 minutes on each side. Typically, I always use canola oil to fry anything, but I really wanted to try to fry in the olive oil, because if you purchase olive oil that has been processed in the correct way, then it has a lot of health benefits to it. So I really wanted to try to use this to fry with, but the verdict is, in my opinion, I did not like it. I like frying my food in canola oil because my food is crispier. These weren't as crispy as I would have liked them to have been, and that's how I feel about that. So I will continue to use my canola oil to fry. However, I did not find that it affected the taste any, but my husband and I are used to eating olive oil. I even bake with it, so we couldn't taste it. Now, if you're someone who never uses olive oil, you're probably going to taste it. But all in all, I did fry up. It was okay, but I do recommend canola oil. It just makes those fried foods so much more crispier. The smoke point of olive oil is 350 degrees to 410 degrees versus canola oil, which the smoke point is 400 degrees to 450 degrees. Canola oil is so much better when it comes to deep frying. So there we go, folks. I tried it just because I wanted to try to be a little bit healthier. But there's just some things that, are just better just left alone, and this would be one of them. Not that fried foods are healthy anyways, but there you go. But voila, about 30 to 45 minutes later, we had fish, and it still was delicious.